Are we live? Have I done it correctly? Mute this. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the NJ Show. You guys are going to all get me emotional. Why are there so many people tuning in on my first day back? As Mum would say, I've got a bone to pick with you. You're going to get me emotional on my first stream back. All of you tuned in. I love all of you. You guys are amazing. And girls, and everything in between. Doesn't matter what you are. I love you. Thank you for tuning in. This is the plan. We've got so much to discuss today in terms of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and crypto. And we need to do it now, okay? Because the market is going to start moving at some stage. So we have to hurry up and do this. But we need to do an intro. My thermos. I'll tell you a little story about that in a moment. While we're doing the intro, I want all of you to take a second to drop a comment because I'm going to shout you out for tuning in, whether you're new or whether you are a long-time viewer. Drop a comment. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Let me know who you are, and I'll shout you out. Okay? So, welcome back to another episode of the NJ Show. Today, we are going to be discussing Bitcoin, where we are on Bitcoin, what has happened, what has been happening, where we left off from last time. Has anything changed? Will anything change? And what's next, okay? Because it has been a little while since we've done an episode. I agree, it has been my fault for not being consistent. Working on it, as I say, every episode. But let's begin. So drop a comment. Let me know where you're tuning in from, okay? So first and foremost, we've got Lily. Lily, my sister. It's good to see you, Lily. Every time I go live, she's always there. You know, every time. We've got AC. AC says salam as well. Another long-time viewer. Thank you very much for tuning in today, AC. Lots and lots of love. We've got August, one of the mods. Please be super respectful to all the mods in the chat. They help make this community a good community, a community where everybody can feel respected, and a community where everybody can have an opinion. So if you don't agree with my opinions, feel free to drop it in the chat. Drop a question. Say something that you might disagree with. You're safe here. You're good. Richard. Hello, Richard. How are you, sir? Good to see you. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thanks, Crypto. Says he's back. Yes, sir. I'm back. It's good to see you. Elizabeth, my number one, another mod, the first mod of the channel. So please show her a lot of respect. Elizabeth is my family. It's good to see her. I didn't even tell her I was going live today, along with Lily and along with AC, along with Phil. Phil, the Flying Frenchman. It's never a stream without you, bro. It's just not a stream without you. You know, good to see everybody. Puya, hello everybody, says Puya. Good to see you. Oh my goodness. Williams Nelson says, hello everybody. I'm new here, so give some love and a warm welcome to Williams and anybody else who's tuning in for the first time, okay? Kalo Yan, good to see you, my brother. Very good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Good to see you. Who have we got? David Cook says, yes, we see and we hear. BZ says, what's up, bro? M. Anwar, good to see you, my bro. Crypto Mac in the house. Stay in touch with Crypto Mac. Crypto Mac is leveling up. He's evolving. He's going to have to come on the show soon, along with Crypto AM. That's going to have to happen at this stage now because his thoughts and insights are valued. Richard's tuning in from Cornwall. August tuning in from Bulgaria. M. Anwar says, watching from Marrakesh. Tuning in from Singapore, says Brian. Usman says, yo, NJ's back. Tuning in from Baltimore, says BZ. Pakistan, Western Australia, Zurich. Wow, we've got the whole family today. Right, let's kick off the episode. We have no more time to waste. So, let's recap what's been going on, okay? Because I've got something pretty cool to show you guys. Let's start off with the general format of the episode. Sit tight. Let's go. Right. So the first things first is what is currently going on in the market. I take you here to the Forex Factory, which is something that all of you know, whether you're new or you're old. The first thing that we do when we're scouting the market or when we're doing something for the market, we look at the Forex Factory. Why do we look at the Forex Factory? Because that's our news. That's what is moving the market. And the first thing that I see on the Forex Factory is that we are in the midst of a bank holiday. Now, we'll talk more about that later on as we go into the charts, but that's the first thing that you need to look at. So if you've been trading since Friday and you're wondering, why is the market not moving enough? Or maybe I went short and the market is pumping, that doesn't make sense. Or maybe I went long and the market's pumping, but why is it happening on a bank holiday? All you need to know for the time being is that we are in a bank holiday period. Okay, keep that in the back of your head. Make sure you keep that there. Next thing to look for, do we have any red? We've got some consumer confidence coming in tomorrow. I don't think that's going to have a major impact. Anything else for the week? Not that I can see. We've got GDP for CADs. I don't think that's going to really affect us. We've got a couple of FOMC members speaking on Thursday. Is it Thursday? Wednesday? But again, I don't know if that's going to be much. Then on Friday, we've got quite a few things happening. Okay, we've got the unemployment claims, we've got the ISM manufacturing. That's one that you're going to want to listen to Exo talk about. When big bro Exo talks about ISM manufacturing, you want to listen to that. He taught me it. It makes a big difference. So once we're looking at all of this, we identify that we've got a pretty clean week. We don't have something going on this week that's going to really impact our trading. We don't have to make our stop losses go super wide. We're decent. We're Gucci. All right. Moving on, we now begin our conversations about Bitcoin. So because it's been such a long time since I streamed, I know, that was for all of you lot. Because it's been such a long time since I've streamed, we've got to start from the monthly and quickly make our way down. So from the monthly time frame, I hope all of you can see the chart. Let me zoom in for all of you guys here. Smash a like on the video if you're happy that we're back. Smash a like on the video if you're new to the channel and if you're enjoying the content, all right? And keep the comments coming in. I know everybody's enjoying it, listening intently, but keep the comments coming in, all right? Now, if I do this, you'll see a couple of lines and you'll see a fib, but this doesn't mean anything. What's this green line that I've got marked out here? This green line right here. This green line right here is the month of March, the close, and the open of April. Now, we are approaching June. So why is that important? Well, I'll tell you why. Doesn't make much sense from this angle. If we go to the weekly, it starts to make sense. You guys know I'm a student of Trader SC. He's somebody who I respect very highly, and his works and his styles, his methodologies, as all of you do, I imagine. It starts to make a bit more sense as we look on the weekly time frame, but we can refine this and make this look even better without even touching the chart. We go to the daily time frame and suddenly the chart begins to make a bit more sense. Now, to give you guys some context, on Twitter on Friday, I said, look, we're going long, and we took the long at this mid-range level right here. Okay, I'll zoom in for everybody. We took a long here. I was very quick to cut this long. We didn't ride it all the way up. We rode it to about, I would say, 26,800, 26,900, about there. And we cut it. Price continued to go up. And I tweeted and I said, look, there is a case that can be built for 28.4K. Where did I get that number from? 28.4K happens to be the bottom of this consolidation right here. At the same time, I was looking for that deviation retest. If this here is a deviation, or I'm assuming it's going to be, then 28.4K is that beautiful level that I'd be looking for. Now, this is the thing. I was confused. I thought to myself, if the market's going to give it to us, it's a little bit too good to be true. At the same time, I noticed that there were a lot of people that were shorting here at 27.4. Now, 27.4 was an interesting level, 27.4K. Why? Because if you look at this daily time frame, we had that silly phenomenon. Now, Crypto Mac was asking me about this the other day, so it gives me the impression that not everybody understands this. So I'm going to explain this to you guys. Now, all I'm doing is I'm taking a chunk of price action right here, okay? And what I want you to look at is look at each candle. Look at all the wicks that you see. All the wicks that you see. You'll notice that every single candle on this chart has a wick. It has a wick on either side. However, this candle here doesn't. And it's interesting. It's a very interesting phenomenon because in 2017, when I joined SC's class, he was talking about this flat body candle. And I couldn't understand why the flat body candle was so important. So I said, excuse me, sir, sorry to bother, etc., etc. What's going on? And SC said, it's a weird phenomenon within trading. Trading, it's boring and it's dopamine rush, but it does have its phenomenons, it does have its mysteries, and there are some cool things about it. And this is one of the cool things that we've got. When price opens and it immediately rejects, whether it's to the upside or to the downside, it creates a flat body candle. This could be due to liquidity issues. This could be due to irregularities in the market or whatever. And it's a bank holiday weekend. So we reverse back to that. So as soon as I saw this flat body candle, we were in a short on the Telegram. We have been nailing it in the Telegram. You don't even understand. I'm actually scared. The strike rate on the Telegram right now is mad. So I'm actually scared to shield the Telegram right now because I should get stopped out soon. The strike rate's too good. But join the Telegram anyway. Link in the description below. Should be one of the first links in the description. Make sure you go to the Telegram. It is growing. It's going mad. And it's all because of everyone here. So typically what happens is when you have a flat body candle, price tends to come back and take it out. Essentially, when you're looking at a gap in the market, like I'll give you an example, right? I know Dixie gapped yesterday. I know ES gapped as well. Now, I don't want to make this episode about ES straight away, but you see this gap here on ES? You see this gap right here in the middle? Gaps tend to get filled. Similarly, flat body candles, that wick that it didn't create, it tends to come back and fill it. All right? The issue is, if the market wants to trend lower, the flat body candle can make you miss the trade. So I'm in the Telegram and I say to everybody in the Telegram, is there a way that I can show you this without doxing my whole Telegram? Because I got personal convos there. No, there isn't a way I can show you it. But I said in the Telegram, look, I'm going to have to cut the short here. You lot keep 20% on if you lot want to. We made some good money over the last 2 weeks. Alhamdulillah, I guess. But I said to you guys, I think that this flat body candle is going to come and get taken out. Now, I didn't expect, I knew that 27.5 was a magnet because of that flat body. And there were so many 100x liquidations waiting above that 27.5k. I mentioned it in the Telegram like 3-4 days ago. And lo and behold, the moment we swiped that flat body, the liquidations that came in, all these 100x liquidations that came in, it sent the market higher. Now, somebody in the chat is really paying attention. I'm not sure who Nesh is. Welcome to the show, Nesh. But Nesh says 28.4k isn't just NJ's range level. It isn't just the April open. It is the quarterly open. So where's liquidity going to be resting? Now, we've taken all these wicks out here. We've taken this wick out here, this wick out here, this wick out here, this wick out here, and we've done so without getting stopped out. Amazing. But what's next? We don't want to just start getting excited and trading to the point where we get stopped out now. That would be unnecessary. But looking at this chart, it's very difficult to not go short. So what I did was yesterday, as soon as I saw this big ass candle here, I thought to myself, let me tell you guys how the story should unfold. If we've got this green level here that comes in as the quarterly open, we've got all this chop here. I know you guys remember this. I wasn't streaming during this period of time, but we've got all this chop here. And then we finally broke out of the chop. Now, with this kind of consolidation, you're expecting very big, expansive candles. I wasn't expecting 31k. From this kind of consolidation, you're expecting 35k. Why am I expecting 35k? Because you see, this level, this here is a range. I hope I'm making sense. It's my first time streaming after a little while. My English and my consistency might not fully be there, but please bear with me. And if you don't understand, feel free to ask a question. I'll get the rhythm of it as we go on. All right. Feeling a little bit shy, not going to lie. This consolidation that we've got here is the next range that we go into. Because look, as some of the famous traders say, price is always in a range. And the first thing that you're doing when you're looking for any trade is you ask yourself, where is price capped? What is the level that price is capping at? What is the level that price is capping at? So I don't think price is going to break this level. I don't think price is going to break that level. Now I've got the range I want to work with. How do I play this? So I've got a range right there, this level right here. And we've got this little gap here. Let me, is there a way that I can, let me use the brush. We've got a range right here. We've got a gap right here. And then we've got a range down here. Now, once we were in this gap area here, it was difficult to trade this. It was difficult to trade this. However, once we start going into resistance, now you start making sense. You're like, well, look, I may be wrong on the short, but I'll be going short because of this reason, this reason, this reason, this reason. If I'm wrong, I'm happy to flip bias. Or if I'm wrong, I'll short higher up. We've got 100 viewers on the stream. Hey, don't get me emotional. Why is everybody joining today? Hey, smash a like on the video, please. Not for me, but for yourself. You guys are just amazing. I can't. It's my first stream back. Why is everybody joining like this? Anyway, so I thought to myself, now, once we had this breakout here, okay, let me remove all these drawings. Once we had this breakout right here, you'd be expecting the next magnet of price to be the range high because we've broken into this range now, okay? That's where the strength is going to be. That's where the liquidity is going to be. A lot of people were calling for 32K, but what does the market do? The market doesn't give us that. Instead, it deviates. And what does it deviate? It deviates the quarterly open. Too much of a case is being built up for the short scenario. Okay. Now, we haven't even discussed macro yet. I don't intend to discuss macro today because there's too much on the chart to discuss. But if I start discussing macro, I'm going to turn all of you lot into perma bears. People are just insulting me because they think I'm perma bearish when I'm not. I can't wait to buy Bitcoin. I can't wait to buy altcoins. I'm excited for that. You think 100 people tuning in today because of a couple of charts? Wait till the bull market comes. When the bull market comes and you start seeing altcoins going mad, I mean all of them, not just one or two altcoins. I mean everybody in the chat right now is up in some way, shape, or form. That is the bull market. Not when one or two people is up, one person's getting paid promo here. You see one guy getting stopped out 5 times, gets one chart right, and then he's posting videos about it. It's not like that. That's not a bull market. That's just a range-bound environment. It feels like a bull market when price is giving us candles like this. You think to yourself, whoa, Bitcoin's probably going to 100K now. But no, just look, where's price trapped? Clearly, it wants liquidity because this is a thin liquidity market. And we will discuss that tomorrow. Why is the market thin on liquidity? What is happening? What is this situation with the US and the debt and people talking about China? Why is this not fixing the situation? We'll talk about that tomorrow. For now, we stick to the charts. Okay? Now, on my Telegram, during the weekend, a lot of people went long. We went long in the Telegram. If you were in the Telegram, you would know that we went long. We sold, we got a good chunk of the move, and everybody was wondering why I wasn't going short. Now, this is the trick. I'm glad everybody's tuned in because I'm going to tell you the trick. Me and Mac were having this conversation. I'm in my loft right now, so like you can't see behind the screen, but I've got like my chairs and stuff behind there. Me and Mac were sitting down. We were talking about why I'm not going short and why I'm taking my time, why I'm being patient. The reason I'm being patient, the reason I'm not changing it up is because guys, girls, everything in the middle. This chart I'm showing you is the same chart I showed you a couple of weeks ago. I had to take a moment of silence for that. You will notice, right? And I don't want you to accuse anybody of this, and I don't want you to just attack anybody, but just for yourself, if you're listening to this and you're a trader, yeah? By the way, a quick shout out to Hafuel as well, and Dank McDizzle and Bantergirl. Again, these are people that join the show. They help out. They drop their comments. Just show respect and love to them, all right? They keep the convo going. I'll buy TradingView Pro tomorrow, I guess, or something like that, because we're back to streaming now. So look, for your own trading, if you're listening to this and you're a trader, one of the things that you'll notice that everybody does, including young NJ, right? Especially young NJ, is I'll take a chart like this and I'll say, guys, I've got the April monthly open, I've got the weekly chart, I've got the daily deviation. And then what I'll do is I'll go into the 5-minute chart and I'll start trading from here. Why have you done this? Suddenly, sorry guys, got stopped out. Oh yeah, you know what? Got stopped out on break even this one. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I got stopped out on this. When in reality, my bro, you put the trade, on the daily time frame, but now you've gone into the 5-minute time frame to manage it. That doesn't make much sense. It doesn't make much sense. All right. With this chart, it's a chart that I've had for weeks, and I'm going to show you the Ethereum chart next. This is just Bitcoin. Right? When I show you ETH, you're going to be like, oh, hold on a second. This does make a bit of sense. It's allowed me to be patient. when you mark out charts on the higher time frame, I tell you what, another little story. I was with Crypto Mac. We went cinema to watch Guardians of the Galaxy. Halfway through, he's like, "Yo, I had an order for ETH at 1860 and it filled." And I said, "Cut the position." And he said, "Wait, hold on a second. My bias tells me X, Y, and Z." I said, "I understand, but it's a bank holiday Monday, and the higher time frame chart doesn't give us that indication that we have a position to short." So Max said, "You know what? I agree with you. I'm going to cut the position for now, and I'm going to monitor it." The moment we tapped into 1920 on Bitcoin, on Ethereum, the moment we tapped into 28429 on Bitcoin, suddenly I told the Telegram chat, I'm short. Now, considering we haven't had a real trigger yet, why did I go short? Because of that deviation. Look at this, everyone. You want to talk about market structure? You've got one deviation here after a very strong consolidation. Have you ever looked on Twitter and somebody says consolidation into resistance, it must be so bullish? Look, can I find an example? Can I find a good example of consolidation into resistance where it just here, look at this right here. Look how we consolidate, right? And we're tapping this support level right here. The moment we break out, we get that big FU move. All right? Very, very big move. And then it continues. It continues. You've got the pullback into the range low, and then boom, you've got the big move down. Now, when you've got consolidation like this, you need to give me something convincing. This, after consolidating for days and days and days, I think this was like 3 weeks, everybody. And then it popped. And then when it finally popped, it went to 31K and then went back all the way. No. That's not conviction. That's not convincing. Imagine telling someone you're going to fight them, and then you go and you punch them, and then they're standing there, they're looking at you like, "Yo, this is round one. This is your maximum effort." Deadpool would be embarrassed to be your friend. As soon as I saw this happen, I thought to myself, something isn't right. It seems like the market is trying to bait me into longing. You've got this consolidation here pressing into resistance. We've got the pop. It's getting me to FOMO. It's giving me that enticing feeling like I want to buy, I want to buy, I want to buy. And then all it does is it comes back lower and takes out all these lows that it created right here. It doesn't make sense. Further to that, we then push up again. Maybe this was just a pullback for everybody else to get on board, which Bitcoin doesn't often do. But anyway, maybe Bitcoin's just being nice. So, okay, we go long here. And then what does it do? It gives us a lower high and then dumps again. Something smells like a trend reversal to me, you know. I'm smelling a trend reversal. We've been going up since January. Now, when we talk about the macro tomorrow, it's going to be a different story. That's going to make you guys go a little bit mad. But for now, we just keep to the chart. So low, you got a high, you've got a lower high. So what are we doing now? We've got the compression, expansion. Now, let me know in the chat. If you could find a place to short, given the data I've given you, where would you want to short? For me personally, I'd choose the range high, which comes in at 28,429. If price gives me a daily close above 28,429, and I see that it's holding, the next daily candle, it starts pushing up. Maybe it gives me a little wick into this level and starts pushing upwards. I just cut the trade. But you see, now because I've built this case, I can go short at that quarterly open. I can have my targets being the mid-range, right? I can have my targets being the range low, and I can play PS5 for the rest of the day. I can go to the gym. I can go, go cinema again. I can do whatever I want because I know where is my invalidation. Yes, you can put your hard stop here. Of course you can, to define your risk. But you will know as a trader, you'll say, look, if we get a close above 28,429, probably price is trying to indicate to me that it wants to go higher. Just a little bit. At the same time, it could be a deviation because if we look here, we did get a bit of a wick. If we go into like the 15-minute or something, I'm sure that price tricked us. All right, that's a bit shit, but pardon my language. 5-minute? Oh, come on, 1 minute? Nah, man, it's weakness, just weakness in the market. So anyway, yesterday we went short. As soon as I saw that big 1920 spike into Ethereum, I went short. Now, I've given you everything about Bitcoin, so you lot can rewind the video if you want. You can ask me questions if you want. In the interim, I'm going to move over to Ethereum because I want to show you guys something on Ethereum, and it's something that we were talking about 5 months ago. In fact, no, I think we were speaking about this last year. Look at this. Right. Now, we go to Ethereum. I want to just bring the chart over here. This is where we were having fun. This is Rapper NJ. Rapper NJ was in all these areas here. Now, that time will come back. Not today, but that time will come back. Let me take a sip of this drink real quick. Pardon me. So, ETH made high. ETH made a high right here. So I've marked that high out. Then we had the low, and then I released my already long rap video, and the market started pumping. It wasn't because of me. I caught it at the right time. ETH deviates this high right here, starts selling off. Okay? To me, that signifies that the high that we're looking for is this high right here. So if I'm going to build a range out, I'm going to start from this high, not from up here, from here, because this is the deviation. This is where this area here, this what I've drawn here, this is where it tricks people. This is where it gets people excited. Like, yo, we're going higher, we're going new highs, we're doing this, we're doing that. And then when it deviates below this level here, people say, well, yeah, it's only a little bit of liquidity right here. I'll continue going long. And then they eat shit all the way down. All right. Manish says, first time here and enjoying my stay. Don't know why I didn't start watching before. Well, Manish, welcome to the NJ show. You're now part of the NJ army. Get the comments in. Get the comments in. This is an interactive show. Yes, I'm talking and talking and talking, but I've actually missed all of you as well. So, like, jump in with some comments. Reynard says, yo, NJ, first time stream for me from South Africa, killing it. Oh, amazing, man. We've got so many countries joining in. So going back to Ethereum very quickly, now that I've got this level marked out here, I wanted to look for the same thing going down. All right. Now we've got this right here as well. The second level here. Notice how price is respecting it. Look how price is respecting it. Look at this. Okay. The same way, the same story and the same case that we built out for this high right here, we build out for this high right here. Okay? And look what happens. Deviates it, gets below. You got the little retest, sell off. Come here. Now, doesn't this look like Bitcoin a little bit? Doesn't this look a little bit like Bitcoin? You've got that compression. You've got that shit. Not shit. Sorry for the language. I apologize for the language. But you've got that rubbish push up. After all this consolidation, you're telling me we're not going to come and take out this high. What a joke, you know? And then we've got the sell off. You've got the deviation, and then you got the sell off. And then you got the push up before the bigger move down. We got time for that. We'll try and catch that. If it comes, if the market presents it to us, we'll catch that. Yeah? We know that this second level here is being respected. Now, not only have we got the two levels now, we've even got a range to work with in between. Okay? So we move on because ETH isn't at 4,000 right now. This is just data that we're going to need for later. Okay? And later, I mean in like 1 minute. So don't run away. Then we've got the level below right here where price starts bouncing. We got a little bounce here. We've got a bounce here. We've got a bounce here, and we've got a rejection here. Now, when you're plotting out your levels, what you want to look for when you're plotting out the levels is you want to look for touches and you want to look for consolidation, yeah, but you're looking for the big reactions. You know, the KO punch, like when you hit someone so hard they don't remember their name. I don't know. I've been hit like that before. Don't know about you lot. I got beat up mad when I was young. Look at this, guys, yeah, and girls. I can't keep doing this and everything in between. Look, wherever you are, right? Just, I love you. Look at this level here. You see how price just wicks right here and it wicks right here. Instant, quick rally away. Look when it rejects right here. quick rocket away. Look when it retests here, quickly rocket. There's no time for discussions and there's no time for, seminars and X, Y, and Z. You either go in long or you're not. You either miss it or you don't. This is where SC really shines, because these levels that you mark out, the reason that you're marking these levels out, not just so you can draw a range, you moron, you're marking these levels out because these are reaction points. This is where you're expecting noise. Yeah? Okay. Calm down. And now, based on what we've discussed, we've now got our chart. Okay? Now, look, did SC beat me up as a kid? Nah, G, me and SC will knock someone out, bro. Together, back to back. We're brothers. I got his back. Anyway, let's keep it about charts. Yeah, that's a good question. I appreciate it's an interactive show, but ask me trading questions. Like, ask me questions about the show. I'm joking. You can ask me whatever. So look, you've got the deviation here. And then the reaction that I just spoke about. Boom, sell off. You've got the range here. You've got the level here. You've got the deviation and then sell off. Now, when we came all the way down here during all of this, while we were doing the NJ show, we said that, look, if price is going to go lower, it doesn't make sense to get bearish here. Because the last time we were at these levels here, I don't know if you can see that circle I just drew in the middle here. Last time we were at these levels before June was here when we were getting super bullish. So if this is a reaction point, just like I explained, you've got that quick tap and then you've got that big push up, right? If this is going to be a reaction point, then it doesn't make sense to short it. The time to get bearish was when everyone was bullish up here. Time to get bearish was when everyone thought this was a reclaim. Even after the rejection, they still kept longing. The time to get bullish was bearish was right here. It was right here. But we'll discuss that now. Price is always looking for liquidity. There's always a liquidity point that price is looking for. Okay? With Ethereum, we said that if price is going to go lower, before it does, it needs to go and take out some sort of big liquidity to the upside first. And this was before any of the AI stuff. This was before any of the narrative stuff. The narrative changes in crypto every year. I keep trying to tell AM and Mac this. Crypto AM and Crypto Mac, amazing candidates for the next generation of crypto. The next class of... I'm an old boy now. I've been in crypto for years. So everybody's going to see me. They're going to see me as old now. But AM and Mac, those are like the future guys. Same with Hafuel and Phil and August and just a lot of everyone here. Banter Girl, Derry's good as well. Just there are a few people in this chat that clearly all of you guys are the next class of crypto. So in the next cycle, Dank McDizzle's another one as well. All of you lot will be the big players in the next cycle, and I'm the old boy like, yeah, Ethereum, I'm looking for a deviation here for a nice derivative short. You know what I'm saying? Rather than, I'm longing this meme coin for 1000x. Okay? Now, we said that if Ethereum is going to go higher, we're looking for a deviation of number 1 here and number 2 here. Pat Murphy says, dude, I sound like a newbie. Bro, at the end of the day, bro, I respect your opinion, but P&L talks. If I'm here on a Monday at 12:50 p.m. and I'm not at an office, I'm not at work, like, how did I do that? How did I do that? Question for you. So, lo and behold, as time has gone on, we've got that spike into here now, and we've even got the deviation of this pink level here. Is it time to get bullish? If we were talking about this months ago, notice how I've not changed the chart. I purposely did this. I was going to draw a new chart out for you guys. I was going to do a top down for you. For those of you who know how I play the game, when I haven't charted for a long time, I like to do top downs. But I saw these charts and I thought to myself, do you know what? It's important that we actually go back to where we were months ago and see what has unfolded. Are we going to flip-flop bias? Are we going to change bias consistently? Or are we going to see what's happened before, use that data to see if it can actually have confluence for where we go next? Maybe in a week's time, I might change the charter, but it's important that we have this recorded and that we have this on YouTube so that we can go back to it. You know, now we've done that. We've taken some liquidity out now on the Ethereum chart and on the Bitcoin chart. So, are you going long or are you going short? Does it make sense to go long here or does it make sense to go short? We haven't even discussed news yet. We haven't even discussed the macro yet. I know you're only messing about, Pat. I know you're just joking. I've got to throw it back, don't I? Smash a like on the video if you love Pat. Let's all give Pat a hug. Pat on the back. Pat on the back for Pat. All right? So now that we've done that, it just gives me that confluence to short. So now if I zoom in a little bit, because we're going to wrap this up on Ethereum now. If I zoom in a tiny bit, keep going. Now I've got this. Now, this is how we've nailed Ethereum. This is how we've done it over the last couple of weeks. Over the last couple of weeks, I've not even been posting charts. I marked out this range high right here. Okay, maybe I'll do a little box for you guys. Pardon my lack of professionalism when I'm speaking English. I'm getting a bit too comfortable on the stream. That's everyone's fault for making me feel happy and good. I marked out this. And I marked out this weeks ago. It was after this first spike here. It was after this. And if you go to the Telegram channel and scroll up a little bit, you'll see this chart. Okay? Very simple, I know. Very, very inane. You'd argue it's asinine. Maybe we need Pat to comment on this. Pat will say, yo, NJ, what is this newbie chart that you're showing me? Now, we shorted this chart as soon as we got this candle here. We went short. And then we took profits at 1760. It did go lower than 1760, but we took profits at 1760. Okay? Because we've got to play the range. We went long and we took profits at around this candle here. And I said, I'm not going to short because I like the resistance. I like the ping pong in this range. I like the deviations of this range. It looks very similar to Bitcoin and the quarterly open. Rewind the episode if you want to go back and see my description about the sell the open, about the selling the monthly open, etc., etc. It looks similar, it lines up, and I like trading ETH more than I like trading Bitcoin because Ethereum will never be as strong as Bitcoin. So if I'm going to short something, I'm going to short Ethereum. If I'm going to long something, I'm going to long Bitcoin. We'll talk about that in another episode. All right? Now, when I took profits on the long here, everybody was wondering why we're not going short. And I dropped a message in the Telegram. I'm going to read this message out to you, okay? I'm going to read this message out to you. Just bear with me. Let me scroll up in my Telegram chat because it was a couple of days ago. I said, so here's where we went long. We trimmed off the long. And I said, right. Okay. So I said a couple of days ago, I said, look, I'm long here on Bitcoin. Around 26.1k or 26.2k. Anybody in the Telegram chat can confirm that. And I said the stop would be any acceptance below 26k. Notice how it lines up with around sort of 1820, 1810 on Ethereum. Okay. So I said I'm long on Bitcoin. Anything below 26k, if I start seeing candles like red candles going below 26k and I'm seeing resistance, I'm seeing acceptance, rejection, sellers really stepping in, I'll cut it. So $200 for an R, that's decent. I don't really come out with setups that are 10R like that, you know? And I said, look, why I'm going long is because of that flat body candle that sits at the 27.2k level, which is also a resistance. It's one of those Monday highs from like 2 weeks ago, that 27.2k. I've kept it in my head. So I thought, yeah. And I even said on Twitter, I said, look, I can build a case for 28k and I can build a case for 28.4k. So I can't go short. And I said to Twitter, I said on Telegram, this is what I said. Bear with me. Apologies. I said this, May 28th. So that was yesterday, about 18 hours ago. I said, everybody's becoming bullish again. I'm seeing plenty of accounts even talking about buying altcoins. Nobody is even questioning that this snapback has happened on a bank holiday weekend. We spoke about Bitcoin taking the flat body out at 27.2k, and that's all it's done so far. I haven't gone short yet because we're not in the trading week yet. How do I tell everybody to short on a Sunday morning? Please be patient and careful with your funds. when the time comes to short, we will try and catch it. And we didn't go short. The moment I saw Bitcoin tap that quarterly open, the moment I saw it lining up with Ethereum right here, is the moment I said, let me attempt a short. We don't have to be right. We can be wrong. We've got the last 4 right. I think 5 we've got right. I'm not sure. It's a bit mad. But if I'm going to short, I'm not going to short here. If I'm going to short, I'm not going to short here. If I'm going to short, I'm not going to short here. I'm either going to short the range high or the range low. Now, going back to what my friend Pat said earlier on about newbie, do you know why I singled out that comment? I singled out that comment simply because I love what Pat said. That has been the difficulty for me. When I started trading, I had a list of indicators. When I started trading, I had a list of moving averages. When I started trading, I had a list of all sorts of nonsense. You don't understand. My computer was full with all these courses and whatnot. Blood, sell the range high, buy the range low. Find your invalidation above the range high, find your invalidation above the range low. If you get stopped out, you lose 1R. Otherwise, it's most likely going to go back to the mid-range or range low. And last night before I went to sleep, I even said on the Telegram, look, I'm going to read one more out on the Telegram. I said, guys, I'm going to sleep. So if in the next 8 hours we get to 1840 or 1850 on ETH, then trim 50% off and move the stops to break even because I'm going to sleep. Let's trust our conviction. Good night, everybody. Bro, I don't care if I'm right or wrong. To me, I'm just trading. That's all it is. But the difficulty, this is where it gets really hard. Where's my stream? There we go. Where it gets really difficult is when you take a chart that you've had on the weekly time frame, or you take a chart that you've had on the monthly time frame, you mark out a range high, you mark out a range low, and then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 2 weeks of price action at the range low, and you're sitting there biting your nails. You're sitting there, you can't. I need to get a trade. I need to be in a trade. Why am I not trading, man? Everybody's, oh man, I need to get in. Bro, just chill, man. Wait. You buy the range low, you wait. You're playing PS5, little bit of COD, little bit of FIFA. I've been getting spanked on FIFA recently. I don't even know what's going on, man. Everyone's got big teams now, you know? And then out of nowhere, you bought the range low, and boom, we're at the range high. What do you do now? Sell off your position. Sure. Why have I put my stop loss at 1950? My stop loss really isn't at 1950. The reason I put my stop loss at 1950 is because if I start seeing candles, maybe not on the daily, maybe on the H4, look, it's showing me a little bit of bullish confirmation. It's showing me a little bit. If I start seeing closes above this high right here at 1928, it's going to be signaling me. The chart's telling me, yo, NJ, take your time, but you may need to consider scaling out of this position. And then if it gets back below this range high here, you can go again. And D. Ibrahim says it perfectly here. This is something that you need to take from today's episode, because this is why I'm posting this on Twitter. There's so many people that just don't get this. Like, patience is the key to this. I'm not doing anything special. Like, I'm doing what you guys know. All of you know this. In fact, I'd argue I didn't even help you guys today because you guys know this. You're just not paying attention to it. You're getting caught up in these 5-minute time frame charts, and you're getting caught up with these liquidity bounces and these little intraday moves, and you're not making money. Or you make some money and you just give it back to the market. But if you go to the Telegram chat, I've taken 4 trades when I could have taken 40 trades. I know some influencers, some that I respect and some that I just don't respect. I got family members that I think are just straight up dickheads. You know? They've taken 5, 6, 7 trades, and every time I'm seeing their Telegram or their Twitter, stopped out 1R, stopped out 1R. Yeah, I had to take an L on this one. Oh yeah, break even, took an L. Just relax. Even the influencer's getting confused. The influencer's getting panicked because he knows or she knows that everybody in the chat don't know how to trade and they're desperate for a trade. My followers are not going to go up if I don't give them a trade. So I need to quickly put out a trade. I put out a trade quickly and I'm short in Ethereum like here or something, right? When you've got a reclaim of the range low, I'm short in Ethereum here, you know, because I'm desperate for a trade. And then you get stopped out and your followers think F you anyway. But on the NJ Telegram, we took like 4 trades or 5 trades. Light work, light. We didn't over risk. We know that this isn't the bull market. I'm not going to go buy a Lamborghini with the profits I make from this trade, but I'm going to get myself Jedi Survivor. Going to get myself some Cali, little, whatever you want to know what that, I should have not said that. Get myself a new prayer mat. Give my dad half. You know how it is. So look, again, I know it looks bullish right now. I know that we're getting up candles right now, but if it's going to top out, it's got to be from here. That's simply the process. So I've put the stop loss at 1950, not because that's where I think the stop is, because I can see the flat body right there. I can see a flat body right there. That flat body comes in at 1960. But it's cool. It's fine. It's fine. Even if we go up from here and I cut the position and I'm down, I'm so up for May. You're so up for May. You've been playing PS5. Tate called you a crypto loser because you're not providing any insight to society. You're just trading candles. All right, jealous guy, just because you can't do it and you're getting upset because we can. You've been talking to us for months about things that you can do that we can't do, that we've had to sit there and listen to. Now there's finally something that we can do that you can't do, and you're calling us a loser for it. Bro, I am 30 years old and I play PlayStation 5. 30 years old, I listen to music. 30 years old and I'm chilling at my desk with all my friends here on YouTube, smoking my vape, talking about charts. If I'm a crypto loser, fine, so be it. I'm a loser. It works for me. It works for me, and I'm sure it works for you. It's pretty easy. But the difficult bit isn't marking out the range. The difficult bit isn't identifying price. The difficult bit isn't marking out your Fibonacci. The difficult bit isn't getting the colors correctly. The difficult bit isn't getting your lines correctly. The difficult bit is waiting and buying range low and shorting range high. That is the biggest problem I've seen across the entire Twitter space. I'm getting so annoyed. I posted a chart today. Did I post? I didn't post a chart today. Sorry, I didn't. I posted a quote yesterday saying, "Yeah, I'm looking for a short. I've gone short on ETH here. I'm looking for 1700s, right? Because that comes down here. I've told the Telegram chat already at sort of 1850 around here." 1840, 1850, trim 50% off, stops at break even, and then we can ride everything down here like this if it comes. And then everybody in the chat's like, "Oh, yeah, soon come 2100." But I don't care if 2100 comes. I don't care if I'm wrong on the trade. I'll just trade again. So what? I went all in on this trade. If I get stopped out, I've lost all my money. No, man, light work. Moving along now. Can you explain the counter loser argument to me, Mrs.? She doesn't see it that way. Well, look, honestly, Greg, when it comes to your missus, and all respect to her, you're the trader, Greg, not her. So yeah, I mean, you owe her some explanation, but she doesn't have to understand. She doesn't need to understand. When she does stuff at home and when she does things that she's good at, you're not questioning her, right? You're not putting her on, hopefully you're not putting her on the spot. So when it comes to things like this, she needs to give you a bit of space. She needs to give you your leeway because, like I said, we're not in the bull market right now. So right now you're trading for pocket money. Right now you're trading to understand the market, because when we do go back in the bull market, you need to be ready. Your chart analysis needs to be decent. It doesn't need to be the best. It doesn't need to be SC level or XO level or whatever level. It just needs to be Gucci. It needs to be good so you understand how to navigate. You don't need to be driving a Lambo. You just need to have a license so you can drive. And when the bull market comes back, trust me, she won't ask you questions no more. I'm confident everybody in the chat will be up, like up, up, up. We are 21 likes away from 100 likes, and we have 126 people watching. It would really, really help me out if you could smash a like on the video. After 100, I think the YouTube algorithm starts circulating the video a bit more. If you don't mind, share the video, like the video. I am sorry to ask, but it's just part of the YouTube game, right? So, Banter Girl says it here. XO is my level. XO level is my goal. Look, it's my goal as well. Big bro, always, I get big broed by him all the time. He's like Real Madrid or Barcelona, and I'm like United. Maybe not Barcelona, but you know what I mean. He big bros me all the time. I'll never catch up to that guy. Worst thing is, we were together in 2017, talking about the same altcoins in 2017, and then he just became this madman. So, look, before I move on, anyway, I can see myself starting to go off on a tangent. You guys understand? Can I get a yes or no in the chat if you guys understand the Bitcoin chart, the Ethereum chart, why NJ went short on Ethereum, and what I'm going to do if Ethereum sort of starts going up? Do you all understand? Please drop a yes in the chat, or an okay, or a thumbs up, or just something that helps me know that you guys all understand, because I've tried my best to break it down in that 50 minutes. We've got Indonesia in the chat as well. Big up the Indonesia crew. Amazing. I'm so happy to see people from other countries joining the show, like to listen to this idiot here. Amazing. All right, we've got a few yeses in the chat. That's enough. That's enough. That's good. So everybody understands. So like we know, trading is just a game of probabilities, right? You're playing FIFA. Of course, like when you boot up a game of FIFA, of course you're expecting to win. You're not going in saying, yeah, I'm just going to play a quick game of FIFA, babe. And then you go in for 10 minutes to play a quick game to get your mind off things, and then you get spanked 5-0. That's not the objective. That's not the objective, but you're going in with the aim to win. You want to play a bit of Call of Duty, you're not going in to get killed 30 times. You're going in to try and get your kill streaks. You're going in to try and get, top of the leaderboard or whatever you're doing. And then sometimes, you're going to get beaten. Same thing with football, same thing with everything. Any sort of examples you want in life, like trading is the same. But you see, in life, when you want something from your parents and they say you have to be patient, you have to wait, it's the same as trading. Look, I didn't short 1830 like everybody else didn't short 1850 like everybody else did, but I'm gonna try and short 1920. Okay, I'm going to try and short that. It just makes sense to me. And we've had one big deviation here. We've had another big deviation here. I'm not expecting price to come and do this. If it does, we'll figure it out, because it's not the end of the world. We'll get on to the next trade. Okay? Don't go all in. There's a time. A time is gonna come tomorrow when we start talking a bit more about macro, and we start talking about why I think the next bull market is close. Then we'll start talking about what going all in means, and I'm gonna have to disclaimer it at the beginning of the show, because some people might get too excited. Okay, so look, real talk, just before I move on from this chart, because you're not going to see this chart anymore. I understand that ETH is looking a bit bullish here. I do understand, but resistance is there to be sold. It's called resistance because people like me and you short it. It's called resistance because bigger players step in. It's called resistance because there are orders that are being filled in them areas. And also, just one final thing. You know how people were going short in all these little areas here? Do you notice that price didn't give them a chance to scale out? So I've put my stop at 1950, but because price has not given people a chance, each time it's given these big FU candles, and they've got no, look, flat body. Look, flat body here at 1848. Funnily enough, I've put in the Telegram, yo, trim 50% off at 1840, 1850. The chart's telling you a story. Look at the way we juke this flat body right here. You tell it, why can't we do the same thing here? Or why can't we, look at all this consolidation that we've had here. We've pushed into resistance now. We've been playing this range for weeks. We're at range high. Why can't we go to range low? Why does it bother you so much? Why are you getting emotional over it? I can tell you now, the chart doesn't even know your name. Vitalik don't care about you, my bro. Like, don't worry about it. Just do your thing. Do your thing. Let's get some of these comments out before we move on. Hello from Syria. Syria, yes, Chris joining from Syria. We've got so many countries. You know what we need to do on the show? We need to get this board, and we need to have lights. We need to put flags on it to see every time somebody joins in from a different country. And then we can see at the end of the show, like, how many people from different countries join the show, because everybody's welcome. I'm really happy to see everybody here. Josh, my bro, Josh, I hope you and your family are doing well, my brother. It's really good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Really, Josh is someone I respect a lot. Check him out on Twitter. I think his Twitter is the same as his YouTube name. So at Joshonomics. Check him out. GoPro says, Trader NJ, my man, you are doing great, bruv. Not as great as you, my bro. If you've listened to me talking for 55 minutes, then you've done better than me. All right. Smash a like on the video. Have we got, oh, we're at 99 likes. Somebody needs to make it happen. Inshallah. Come on. Come on. Let's make it happen. Let's get 100 so that the YouTube algos can make the NJ army get bigger. Timothy says, resistance is there to be sold. Quote by Trader NJ. Well, you might not be feeling that if it does pop up here. I don't think it will, but we'll see. We'll see. Look, this is looking ugly, man. Who's longing this? Who's longing this? Banter Girl's coming from Prague. Spar is tuning in from Belarus. Amazing. Literally, Crypto Max says literally the World Cup qualifiers in the comments. It's like we're all in the Champions League right now, all in the World Cup. All in the World Cup. We're all coming in from different places. I really love it. Can't wait till the bull market and we've got like 1,000 people. It's going to be amazing. Zero emotion trading. Yes. Yes. Look, trading, there's always going to be emotions. All right. Look, sometimes just between me and you. All right. Don't go and snip this video and start telling people NJ said this to you. I know what I'm supposed to say when I talk about risking, but at the same time, I'm just like you. I'm just like you. Sometimes I'll go a little bit bigger. Sometimes I'll go a little bit lower. Sometimes I'm trading 1/3. Sometimes I'm trading half. Sometimes I'm trading double. I'm a human being just like you. I smoke just like you. I drink in thermos just like you. I have monitors just like you. I wear jumpers just like you. There's no difference between me and you. I was just here a little bit before you were. You know, I get it. Sometimes you're going to get scared. You know, you take a little bit of a big position, you get a bit shook. Sometimes you get stopped out and you're like, it's all over. It's all over. But look, NJ has been liquidated like more than 10 times. Once EXO told me, don't take this trade, I took it and got liquidated. It was mad. Like 2017, early 2018. I lost racks in 2018. I lost over 6 figures in 2018. It was mad. Thought I was going to go through depression. It was nuts. It's calm. Like, it's part of the game. So if you're getting emotional, I get it. Just what I would say is, if you are getting emotional, then try not to reveal it. Try not to show it to people, because you're here on these platforms. You're on YouTube, you're on Twitter, you're on Telegram. You're here to communicate and interact with other like-minded traders who are trying their best to get to that zero emotion barrier. It takes years to get to that barrier, but try not to show it. You know, try not to be getting emotional, having some sort of episode on Twitter or YouTube. Some brother was sending for SC the other day, and then he must have got stopped out like 4 or 5 times, and he's like, yeah, I'm leaving Twitter, things are not looking good. You got other brothers that are getting stopped out 4 or 5 times in a row. They're tweeting at like 3 a.m. saying, yeah, I'm going for a run. You know, you must be down bad, my bro. Why are you bringing your period and emotions to Twitter? Like, you know what I'm saying? People are not here to listen to that. Get emotional if you want. It's part of your journey. Yes, I'm the person behind the camera. Yes, it is my stream. But every single one of you who are tuning in today, this is your story. You are the main character of this story. And this crypto journey is your journey. So do your thing. Don't worry about anybody chatting rubbish or anybody saying you're an idiot or wrong or this. Your P&L speaks for itself, you know? Let's get a few more comments here, then we'll move on to this last piece of news that I've got, and then I'm going to come live tomorrow. I'm not going to let you guys down. I've got my alarm set. NJ will go live for this lot tomorrow, because I've seen over 100 people tune in today. My anticipation was 20, 30 people tuning in today. You've all tuned in. You deserve it. The NJ show is officially back. So Martin says, there you go. There's your 100th like. MashaAllah. If I could promote you to admin, I would, but the other admins won't accept that. So maybe one day, Martin. Little Dutch name there. I like that. I like that. Martin. Strong. Norway. Is this Norway? Greg tuning in from Norway, yeah? Cheese, amazing. Did you know, fun fact, that Haaland is half English, but he chooses to play for Norway. He should be playing for England, man. Sibs tuning in from Canada, amazing. Phil the Flying Frenchman is French, tuning in from Canada. Inter or Manchester? That's a great question. That's a great question. F Manchester City, man. F them. Yeah, I hate Manchester City. So David Cook says, I missed the top last night, waiting patiently for a possible pullback to get in. If it doesn't, never mind. This is what I was talking to Crypto Mac in yesterday. I said to Crypto Mac yesterday, I was like, before you go into your next position, I want you to accept that you might miss it. And he goes, no problem. And then he X, Y, and Z. You know, and just to let you know, David, just to let you know, if you want to rewind this episode, I broke down Bitcoin and Ethereum. You're actually not that far off. Like, I did not catch this wick up here. I didn't catch this wick. I think I got in at like 1907, 1908. I think my first position that I took, it was actually 1904. So I'm not actually up a massive amount. Like it's here, you know? Um, so don't worry about it. Like, you're actually closer to the range high that you think. And also, you know, if you just mark this out, if you just mark this simple thing out here, you should be able to build a story from there. So you're actually not that far off. Pochettino to Chelsea is official, says Crypto Mac. Yeah, I knew he was starting today, man. I knew. Have we got football fans in the chat? I know we've got one or two, but I love football. Like, my dream is to one day be like the next Mark Goldbridge and start my own football channel. I don't think I've got enough knowledge for that, but I would love to do it. Did you trade stocks before crypto trader NJ? No. Um, uh, Crypto was something that I found. I was actually speaking to Denk. Like, he has a different version of this story, but you know, to each their own. Evidence is there, but I found crypto. I found it, and I studied it for the last couple of years on my own. I studied it, and then I taught. I just tried to bring Mandem up with me. You know, um, it was something that I found. I put 50 quid in, and then it turned from that 50 quid. I must have got like a 2x, and I was like, yeah, but is this real though? And then I sent it to Coinbase, and I cashed it out just because I didn't understand anything. I didn't know that was a bad thing to do. And then the money came to my account, and I was like, what? is like that? Yeah. So then I started studying it loads, and then I met Trader XO, and yeah. Rizwan says, are you related to Trader Deng? Unfortunately, yeah. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah. If you know, you know. What time tomorrow, says Blue Kamal? Tomorrow, probably the same time. Probably the same time. So 12:15 BST. That's the time. The reason I chose this time, you know, was because when we started doing the NJ show at the beginning, that's the time that we used to come on. And I just felt like I owed it to the community. I've let you guys down a little bit with the consistency on the YouTube. Look, as long as people keep tuning in like this, and I see all these questions and comments, and everybody's really getting involved, and I've got no reason to not come live. You never know; it might go back to being every day. We'll see what happens. You know. Good vibes, good vibes, good vibes. I'll take a couple more comments, and then I'll drop one last piece of news, and then I'll leave. Your favorite altcoin is probably Floki. Probably Floki. That was where I had the most. That was where the community. I really bonded with that community. You know, I really bonded with them. Probably Floki, but there will be a new favorite altcoin in the next market cycle. Okay, me and Crypto AM discuss this every week, where we're like, are you long in this altcoin? Are you long in that altcoin? Are you long in? And I say no. He's like, but why not, bro? Like, generational low, this, that. And I say, bro, to be honest, in the last cycle, all the coins that I made big money off were coins that were coming out during that cycle. Solana came out in that cycle. Like, people were talking about WanChain and ICX, and then Solana came out at the beginning of that bull market, and it did what it did. Same with Floki. A lot of people, just a little alpha tip for you guys right here. A lot of people, they're looking for altcoins to buy for generational wealth in the next cycle. You're going to catch one or two. You will. I'm not going to lie. But for me personally, I'm waiting until the cycle starts. And then there's going to be all these new shiny tokens that are going to launch. And they're the ones that are going to print the multipliers quick. I've seen it in 2017. I've seen it in 2020, 2021. I've got no evidence to suggest that we're not going to see it again. You know, it's like, I don't know, like, if you've been married to the same girl for 25 years and some 20-year-old walks past you with a big bum, big breast, you're going to look, man. You're going to look. Or if you're gay or something, or I don't know, maybe you like guys with big willies. I don't know. But like, I don't know. You know, I'm just saying, like, new shiny, that's what That's what attracts people. That's where the money tends to go into. So, like, even this year we had AI, right? So AI has been going mad, but that's a new, relatively new, that's a very relatively new X, Y, and Z, for this year. AI wasn't really around last year for crypto to be going mad. We got people tuning in from Mexico, Belgium, Austria, amazing. Love from Australia. GG Man United, amazing. Yeah, I'm a huge Man United fan. NJ, I have a question. Target is 1700, right? Yep. So like I said, Sir Hat, Merhaba, bro. You've got your range highs right here. You've got your range lows right here. I'm expecting price to, number one, come here. So this is where I'll take some profits. No, 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 no. Lower, man, lower. Around here. Yeah, here. This is where I'll take some profits. This is where I can expect some sort of little bounce. It might not. It might just shoot lower, but we'll see. Like, at least we're up, right? I'll take around 50% off here, and then I'll put my stops at break even. And from there, I'm expecting 1810. But you see, the thing is with 1810, we've been playing in this area so long now. I'm expecting a big aggressive FU right into 17. Let's double click on this. 17, 12, 20. So 1710 on Bybit. 1710 on Bybit. That's what I'm expecting. It might go even lower than that. If it does shoot down hard and we didn't, you'll make money, man. We shorted 1910, 19. I added at 1920. Yeah, in the Telegram chat, I put today before the stream. I said, look, I added some at 1920. Where's 1920? 1920 is all the way up here. So I didn't even catch 1930. It doesn't matter. So you got plenty of time. You got plenty of time. Don't go all in, Sir Hat. Take it easy and make sure you do take 50% off where I said don't let 1850 come and then everybody's like, yeah, now we're gonna go 1800 and then 7. You don't take no profit. Price comes all the way back up here. You could have added that risk back on, but you didn't take no profit. So let it do something like this. Let it do something like this. That's kind of what I see unfolding. It's not going to happen in one candle, in an hourly candle. It's probably going to take hours to unfold. Look at all the price action here. Look at these moves here. This took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 4-hourly candles. So that's 2 days, and that's an aggressive move. This was 2 days. That's an aggressive move. This whole move here was like 2 weeks, man. So it takes time for these moves to unfold. So don't stress it. Yeah, take your time. You got the short. You got the short here. Let it do its thing. Don't stress. If it starts pushing up and it starts getting closes here, and we start seeing closes here, and we start seeing closes above 1930, probably market wants to go higher. You can hold it all the way up to 1950 if you want. I'll probably update at that point saying, yo, I'm going to reduce risk. And if it's trying to fake us out, if it's trying to bottle us out, we'll add that size back on. Either way, a small loss compared to a big win. You can lose 1k and think, oh man, I'm down 1k today. What is this? But then you add that size back on and then you're up 4k, 5k. It's nice. It's nice. So don't worry about it. All right, Sir Hat will be fine. Take a few more comments and I'm off. Okay. So Marty says he supports Man United because Marty is a legend of the chat. I went to Old Trafford with my dad for the first time a couple of weeks ago. It was like the best feeling ever, man. So emotional. Been on the stream from the start. Massive Sunderland fan. Yeah, GG. I think sorry to hear about Ahmad. I know Ahmad's coming back to Man United now. Crypto found me, says Banter Girl. NJ, would you add to positions on ETH if we close below 1860? No, I'm risking full size now because I've added at 1820. I'll be taking profits at 1860. If we break below it, my stops are at break even. Instead of adding on and leaving my stops where it is, I'll put my stops to break even. So I'm no longer risking, and then go get high, man. Go play some PlayStation, go do some press ups, go gym. The next trade will come. If we get below 1860, if we do this, and then we get below, and then it shanks lower, don't say to yourself, oh, NJ, man, I asked you, NJ, bro, should we add? No, don't worry about it, man. We'll be at support at that point. If price comes back in here and starts doing this, we'll go long and catch it back up to 1860. So don't stress it. Don't stress it. We got time. Magic Internet Money says CYB, hoping to get good buying opportunities. Yeah, I think we will. I'll talk about that tomorrow. In a couple of months, I think we will get buying opportunities. Watching from Kashmir says Heisenberg. Thank you. Lots of love to Pakistan. Sold a ton. Yes, glad you're back, NJ. When Denk vs NJ cage fight, I'm down, man. Whenever he wants. Whenever he wants. One hand behind my back. Dan says thanks. Floki did some big marketing campaigns in China yesterday, says Lily. Lily's a good person to follow, you know. Lily is very into crypto. Lily's very into crypto. I respect Lily for that. Not a lot of, I didn't know that actually, you know. Floki, you know, uh, I've got a lot of love for Floki. I've got a lot of love for Floki, but I will say that, you know, like I said, I'm looking for new things now. Like, not right now, but if we're going to have a market cycle, you know, after the halving is not far away, everybody. Halving is less than a year away. We're like 10 months away from the halving. So the next big dip on crypto, if we did go like below $1,000 on Ethereum or something, I think that would be a generational buy. Look, tomorrow's episode. Don't, Lily, what are you doing, man? Tomorrow's episode. Were you in pre-sale on these coins? No, not all of them. Not all of them. Look, this is a very, very common question that happens in crypto. I'll tell you the truth. Look, I've worked hard in crypto. I've been in crypto for years. I was buying crypto. I was buying bags 2017. I worked super hard to achieve the audience that I have today. Now, when you achieve that audience, you're going to have a lot of perks with that. One of the perks is being able to come on YouTube and interacting with over 100 people instantly, being able to trade better, being able to trade with a higher strike rate. And one of the things that you build is you build a repertoire, you build a reputation. Okay. And when you're building that reputation, altcoins and projects that are up and coming, that feel as though they have an opportunity to really stand out and shine across the market without much backing, they come and they say, look, we want to advertise ourselves on your platform. And I turn around, or other influencers turn around and say, well, look, if you're going to advertise on my platform, or if you want me to talk about you, then you've got to give me reasons to invest. Why should I put money into your altcoin? What is your intention? What are you planning to do? And if that altcoin can then, you know, show you the backers, show you who's involved, show you what they're intending to do, show you a clean roadmap, show you that they've got the backing that they need, show you that they got money in the bank to do what they say they're going to do, then naturally I would take the pre-sale. Of course, you should all be aiming for that. You should all be aiming for that, to go and identify a project at the earliest stages. Okay? Being in a pre-sale, you shouldn't attack people for that. That's jealousy. You know? If I'm in a pre-sale, I'll tell you, if I got into the trade earlier than you did, doesn't mean you're not going to make X's. Solana, let me give you an example. Solana. I didn't get into the private sale of Solana. I didn't get into the private sale of Luna. But when Liz told me to buy Solana at $1, it went to $2.40 after that. But private sale was like 5 cents. People were like, you know what? I don't know if I want to buy Solana. You know, private sailors are up 20x. Like, I'm not feeling it. All right, tell that to Liz, innit, who sold above $200. Tell that to Liz. Ricky told me buy Luna at 30 cents. I bought Luna at 30 cents. It got listed on Binance. I sold at $1. And I was like, yeah, just made a 3x on Luna today. Proper sick. Like, you know, like trade NJ back here. Luna went $220. So like, that's just the game of crypto, right? That's the game of crypto. I'm not going to chat shit to you. All right. But if you see me shilling a coin and you drop a comment in my DMs and you're like, yo, why are you shilling this, bro? If I can't come back with a response, then you know you can attack me. But if you see me shilling a token, a project, and you're like, you know what? Why are you shilling this, NJ? And I say, well, I'm shilling this because it's built on this. These lot are backing them. One sec. These lot are backing them. The criteria that they've got will allow them to go on actual T1 exchanges. Sometimes projects chat to me and they're like, yeah, we've got a T1 exchange listing. And then they get listed on MEXC. And I'm like, alhamdulillah, I never got involved with this waste man project. You know? I've seen some influencers lately shilling some of the maddest shit. Some of the most insane shit. Oh my God. I've not showed anything on my Twitter recently. There will be a time. Don't even get it twisted. When the bull market comes back, if there's crap loads of money coming into the market, the dollar's breaking down like there's no tomorrow. The money printers, tomorrow's episode, tomorrow. Bring this up tomorrow, Timothy, okay? Bring this up tomorrow. Hello, Scarlett. Good to see you, Scarlett. Welcome back to the NJ Show, Scarlett. Behind the camera, two girls shining. NJ, do you think there's a bullish case at 27.4k? Maybe one up, maybe one more up to the 20. Yes, I believe so. But remember, Brian, and remember everybody in the chat, that if I did mention a pullback to 1850 to take some profits, right? The reason I've said that is because if we get to 1850, that's going to be around 27.4, 27.5k on Bitcoin. I may be a little bit off, so do the numbers yourself. I'll have the charts together. I'll let you know in the Telegram anyway if I'm taking profit. So make sure you're joining the Telegram, right? To be honest, 28.8k is above the quarterly open, Brian. So although I do see it as I do see a case for it, I would probably park the bus a little bit if I saw that. If I saw 29k, I'd be like, I'm not going to just aggressively short. You'll see man's going short, putting 40x, 50x. Blood, they're not trading size. You've got no size behind it. Go look at SC and XO and how they trade. You can quickly identify who's putting big man money behind the short or the long, and who's just trying to get you to join their paid group. So check the vesting on Arbitrum. I really don't like how many tokens they had. Yeah. Look, Arbitrum isn't new and shiny. We'll talk about Arbitrum in a couple of months. We'll see if they're relevant then. I do like Solana. Time to talk about altcoins will be in a couple of months. We'll all be buying lower. Okay? We'll all be buying lower. All right, one more. Thank you, bro. Love your shows. When's the new NJ rap? Has LUNC bottomed? Pat, don't touch Luna, Pat. Come on, Pat. We're all going to have to look after Pat, everyone. Pat's part of the NJ army now. We've got to look after him. Don't touch Luna, Pat. Hey. Okay, let's do one from Scarlett. Hey, NJ, what do you think about gaming tokens on this cycle? Look, Scarlett, there will be a time and a place for altcoins. Why is my green screen moving mad like that? There'll be a time and a place for altcoins. Now is not the time and the place. There'll be a time and a place for AI tokens and meme tokens. You got to remember that a bull market is when everyone that you know is winning. Everyone's winning in a bull market. That's why everyone's excited. That's why everybody's hype. That's why everybody's getting so much engagement on Twitter, because everybody's winning. In this kind of market, only a couple mans caught Pepe. Only a couple mans caught Bob. Like in my circle, only like one guy caught Bob. I think it was AM. That's it. Only one guy caught Pepe, and I think it was the short. I think SC short a couple of times on the way down. So, you know, what you've got to identify, you know what, just join the show tomorrow. Bring all these questions and we'll talk about it. All right. Rightio. Tomorrow we'll do a bit more on macro and we'll talk a bit more on altcoins. Do me a big favor, okay? Like and share this video. I don't know how you intend to do it, but just please, if you don't mind, join the Telegram. The link is in the description below. Make sure you're joining my Twitter at TraderNJ1. All right. And make sure you've got notifications on the YouTube, because we'll be going live tomorrow at 12:15. So less than 24 hours to go before we all see each other again, inshallah. If you enjoyed the episode, thank you very much. It was a very compact episode where we spoke about a tiny bit, but a lot at the same time. So I hope it helped you. I hope it helped someone anyway. Join the Telegram for the updates. And what can I say? Thank you for all the love and support.